The All Smiling Faces podcast is now sponsored by Tyre Spot, the Northeast's leading tyre supplier with branches across the region. Tyre Spot don't just do tyres, they cover everything from servicing to wheel alignment. They can handle every aspect of your car's maintenance. For more information, visit tyrespot.co.uk. Enjoy the episode. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. We are back with another live video. Decker, just say that little tune that you've been singing before we went live.
The champions!
So yeah, we are still absolutely buzzing with, obviously, Newcastle making Champions League football. So we are going to do something a little different tonight. I know people have been anticipating the Battle of the Kits Goalkeeper edition, but it didn't feel right doing that without Stephen Best. So we've gone back to the drawing board, and tonight we will be looking at the concept kits which Newcastle United fans have been making over the last few months. I want to say straight away, I apologize if we offend anybody that's made these designs because we might be a bit harsh at times. But I am your host tonight. I am joined by Scott, Decker, and Mark, who is taking camp in the Gallowgateshot studio tonight. So let's just describe what we're going to be doing tonight, boys. So people that have watched the channel for a while now would have seen our Battle of the Christmas songs, Battle of the Christmas movies, Mark's personal favorite, and we also
Christmas movie.
Did we do a battle of football anthems at one point as well? The England anthems.
World Cup, yeah, we did World Cup strips, the World Cup tunes.
We've done a few. So we have a tier list, and Scott will show this in just a moment there. So the tier list, it's going to be split into 4 sections, and it is up to ourselves and you lot that are watching to help us rate these kits. So without further ado, Scott, share your screen and let's get down to business. We'll try and do this one a lot faster than what we've done the last ones, because this can tend to go on for about 3 hours.
I was going to say, when you said it was going to be about concept kits, I was thinking the amount of our fans we could be here till next week, because there's so many on the online.
There is a lot. But so as you can see, we haven't split these into home kits or away kits. We're just going to fire through them, because we might as well get it all done in one evening. There may be some which we are missing, and we'll apologize straight away, but it's probably because they're very similar to some of the ones which we have on there. I want to go straight to you guys first and get your opinion on what you want to see from a Newcastle United kit. Now, I'll start with you, Scott. So if we're looking at home shirts, are you more focused on more black being the feature of the kit or more white being the feature?
100% black. It's black and white stripes, isn't it? So to me, that means it's a black base with white stripes. And for me, and I think Decker, I think you're the same. Black stripe down the middle. Although I do like this season's kit with a white stripe down the middle. But black stripe down the middle. And the only other thing I want this season is we kind of reckon the sponsor's going to be Seller or Sealer or however they want to say it. I just don't want a massive plastic blob of horribleness on the front of the shirt. I want it to be, if they're going to put it on there, just individual letters in the logo, like what they do with the away kits currently.
So the opposite of what we used to do with Wonga.
Well, Fun 88, the home kit on Fun 88 is just one huge blob of plastic. So I just want it to be, because they're horrible to wear. Like they're just not nice to wear. So I'd rather it just be individual letters and then the logo as an outline, because it looks pretty much like it's black and white for most part, looking at their website and stuff.
So I think with ourselves, the lads that do the Monday night show, I think we talk a lot about home kits and what we like to see from home kits. So I'll flip it around a bit with you, Mark. And what colour would you like to see feature on the away kit this season?
Well, everybody knows I'm a big fan of the black on black action here on the Gallowgateshots podcast. But no, I did like all the black kits, to be fair. But I'm quite traditional, and I do like a bit of blue.
A bit of blue for the dads.
Blue for the dads.
Jagger, what would be your ideal colour for an away shirt? For the Champions League shirt, let's say.
I would just like do you know, I am with Mark in terms of blue, and I just want to add here, I do like blue being incorporated into the home shirt as well. I'm a big fan of that, but I would like to see we perhaps go back to the green, to have green again. There's a few I'm saying on here. I think one thing that worries us a little bit. Worry is a strong word, but of course, depending on how green that is, we all know what stamp we're going to get labelled with here. So, but
I was fearful you'd been sports washed there, Dag. I like, to be fair.
Yeah, well, do you know the one I'm on about, don't you? The classic green one with McEwen's lager. Like, that is one of my favourites ever. I'm not, of course, saying that shirt. Like, have that again. I know there's a one I think I can see already on the screen, but yeah, I think that's just the problem you have if we go full green, what we're going to get labelled with. But yeah.
So there's a couple of comments which
green,
come in.
do you not class green as the goalkeeper top, though? For me, green's always a keeper top. I don't know if that's just from Sabitio days where they were always green. But I always think
green back in the day, mate.
That's true.
But if we go through some of the comments which came in, we've got NUFC UK, that's his Brazil colours for the Brazilian boys. Down when orange kits have been good. We haven't seen an orange kit for a while, really, have we? I was a big fan of the purple kit, and I know people weren't fond of that one, but we've had a few purple kits in one time.
I like that one. Yeah,
we had one just a couple of seasons back, didn't we? And that was
longer
quite nice.
one, wasn't
it? Yes, I had the luminous. Yeah, no, what's funny? It was luminous.
The black luminous and purple with the luminous yellow. Yeah, I was thinking of the
Adidas one.
No, it was Wonga. Wasn't it a Puma one?
Yeah, it was Puma, but it was funny. Sure, it was.
Well, I know which one you mean, but that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, you're thinking of the white and purple.
White and purple. Yeah.
That was a nice one. Underrated. That reminds us of Christine Yatsu. That one.
Did like that one.
So, shall we just dive straight into it, boys?
There was one thing that popped into my head when you said Champions League and away. Gold.
Lovely.
So,
Scott, you recently bought that one, the Patrick Kluivert.
I did. European it's got Kluivert 11 on the back, yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Which is, I saw it on Vinted and it was only like 60 quid. I was like, I've got to have it for that price. And it fits us as well, which is always nice. A lot of my older kits are like medium and small.
And on the topic of that, Andrew says, I never want to see anything like the Champions League yellow one again. I love that. It's one of my favorite shirts.
Do you know what it is? It's a very, it's very well ventilated, that top. There's a lot of mesh involved in that top.
I do want to say something. Oh, sorry there, Scott. I apologise.
No, go on,
mate. Mark mentioned gold there. Now, in terms of Champions League, for me, you remember the silver one that I know you like, Chris, and I've got it with Northern Rock on? It's Adidas.
The Jonas one.
Yes. That would look sexual, mind you, with a Champions League badge on it. That would. I'm getting tingles of that one. Like.
Right. Let's just get down to what we're here to do tonight. Shall we just go through in order, or shall we just... Let's just do order. Let's just do it that way. That's the fairest way to do it. So, Scott, load the first one up. Do you have access to the photos as well? So there we go.
I do.
Ahead of the game. So, as you can see, this one does have the Gallowgateshots logo on. Scott has been busy this afternoon making some designs, both good and bad, Scott, because I think you've been trying to get some feelers out there. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Scott won't mind if we tear some of these apart. So initial thoughts on this one, Scott, because you designed this one.
Yeah.
The reason for you doing this, incorporating the green, is that because this is what you're expecting from one of our shirts next year?
I'm just going off the rumors. Yeah. So the rumors are we're going to have a green feature on either the away or third kit, and apparently it's going to be all green. And the away kit is apparently going to be very similar to this season's with blue and gold or yellow. So I've went for that set, and I've tried to make it So this one was more of a throwback to. Do you remember the old Adidas one with the stripe down this side with the brown nail logo on the side? I was trying to do a throwback to that, but a bit different. So I put it on an angle, and obviously included apparently the new sponsor. We're assuming it's going to be Seller, but who knows until it's announced. But
so what I will say
my
as well,
thinking around this one.
that some of these shirts that we're doing, you'll see some of them have got the Castor spot as the manufacturer. Some of them have Adidas. Like I said, it's just things that we've got from Twitter, basically.
Yeah.
Mark, thoughts on this one?
I quite like it, you know.
Do you like a sash?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, the sash is giving us River Plate vibes.
I think Man City did Man City not have a sash like this not so long ago.
I think
did they have
one
like a
season.
red and blue going over? Yeah, there's quite a few go with that kind of look, and the sash is giving it. I don't know why, but it's reminding us of, you know, when the Millennium Bridge goes up and goes on the tilt.
How is that reminding you of that?
It's giving us the feel of that, you know, like that. Obviously, the archway that you walk around when they tilt it up to obviously let
if you had
things go down the river.
Bridge because it's green, then maybe.
No,
if you were lying in the Tyne, maybe when you're looking up at the open Millennium Bridge.
I'm sitting outside the pitcher and piano with a pint in my hand, watching the bridge go up to let a tall ship go underneath, and that's kind of like the edge of the wall, and then underneath of it as it comes up.
Okay.
If somebody else must be saying that as well.
Castor can get away with saying the stripes on the blue shirt that we've got this season represent the stadium, I'll take that this represents the Millennium Bridge. Like,
Decker, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
Well, when I seen it small at the bottom there, I didn't really like the look of it at all. But to be fair, actually, it grew on us within about 10 seconds. A couple of things I do like. Well, actually, sorry. One thing I will say: what colour shorts? I know what I want, but what colour shorts do you think would go with that strip?
Ooh, white for me.
Yeah, I would say white with green down the sides.
If it was all white, like, you know, white shorts,
calm down.
I know, and white socks, I can imagine it being actually really nice. I love how the sponsor is. That's what they always do with the away shirt. It incorporates the sort of the second colour of the shirt, which I think is really important. It wouldn't be one I would ever suggest. Does that make sense? I would never think of that as being the shirt. But it has. To be fair, even just looking at it now, I can imagine Bruno walking out in the summer with his bleached hair, and, you know, I can imagine it. I can.
So if we look at the options which we have in the tier list, if we go right to the top, we'll have Take My Money. We'll then have Lovely That. The reason it's called Lovely That, because I could imagine Bessie saying Lovely That in Bestie's voice. Next up, we've got Meh, which is, don't really have an opinion on it. Then we have... we don't have honking. We could change it in the bin to honking, but in the bin / honking. I think you can actually remove that D as well, but shall we just keep the... I think if you click on the settings thing, the little cog thing, I think you can remove that row, Scott.
What was the D for, sorry? What was that for?
Dick.
Oh, okay.
Disgusting.
So, I'll go first. I'm gonna put it as meh for now. The reason for that, I don't dislike it. I just think that there could be better out there. Any advances on that one?
I'd stick it in Lovely That.
I think Lovely That as well.
But you designed it, you would.
I know that's the thing. I can't really have an opinion on this one.
To be fair, I was going to say meh, but I think I might stretch to Lovely That for now, actually, because it has. I am thinking about it on Bruno quite a lot at the moment, and with white shorts and socks, and I think it could be amazing.
I think this might be a running feature where we're going to be thinking, I can imagine Bruno on that.
Yeah, Lovely That. Yeah,
so it's unanimous
that's in the
by
chat.
the looks of it. So we'll pop that one in Lovely That. Well done, Scott.
And Darrell, lad.
I'm clicking in different places. Right.
Next up, Scott, if we can skip to the first home shirt, just so we're not doing back to back.
Yeah, these are very small, so just bear with
That's
us.
what she said.
Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one.
Yes, it was that one, I think. Yeah. So, can it go wrong? Well, I'm saying you can't go wrong with black and white stripes, so we can. We've done it in the past. I I like this one. It's a black and white striped shirt. Like, is there much else that you can add to it, Scott?
I think this is very close to what we might actually see based off the rumours. That collar is apparently what we're going to get.
Similar to the collar which we've got on the Saudi kit this year. I think that does a similar sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
just a little crossover. I think it apparently, according to Footy Headlines, it's a throwback to the 82-83 top. That's what they're saying. But I think you'll also get a cuff on the sleeve as well, which I'm not always a fan of a cuff on a sleeve. I remember the 125-year kit, the anniversary one, that rolls and it's impossible to get back.
The current home shirt, which Mark's got on, I think that's got like a slight cuff on it, hasn't it?
Oh, it does, aye. Yeah. Aye.
I think all might this season.
I don't think there's much you can add to this. Like I said before, black stripe down the middle for me, though. That would be my only my only change to this.
Yeah, I have to be fair. I've always said I'm the same as Scott. Like I do prefer the black stripe down the middle and then the white on the other side. But it's all right. It's all right. I think it's, you know, it's actually, there's nothing wrong with it at all, to be quite honest. But it's just, I don't know. What can I say? Just a bit like, okay, it's black and white. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like it's just a bit. It's not really turning us on. Can I say that? It's not really.
I'm not feeling it. Like.
No, I'm not.
Nah, it's not. And I guess it's got a bit of texture to it in the pattern, but it looks like a tea bag to me.
I think it's supposed to. Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember the that alternative kit that was released a few years ago, where it was a generic Nike, like what the Celta like Sunday League teams that kit, and then they'd put the badge of the Northumberland on and the magpie. It reminds us the stripes remind us of that, where it's just a generic black and white top with some badges on it. There's nothing special about it.
I will say I do like how the sponsor is. You know how there's like a kind of like a white
it's blocked it
background.
out,
and obviously I'm really hoping, the one hope I do have for the new home shirt is the sponsors incorporate a lot better than what, for example, Wonga was. For example, what Funny is, where you've just got this ginormous blue thing in front of you. Even though I've just said before, I like when blue's incorporated in the home shirt, but not quite as loud. But,
for the time being, I will all sticking this in May.
It's meh for me.
Yeah, meh.
It just needs a something, a little something, just to jazz it up a bit.
I think the collar, you know, and maybe as you say, tape a bit like what Mark's got on the home one he's got there, something maybe around the sleeves or something. Just to, I don't know, but yeah, probably meh for me as well.
Okay, let's put it in meh for the time being. Okay, there are a few there's a few black and white kits which we're going to come across, and I know a lot of them personally. I think are a hell of a lot better than that. Hence why I think we're putting in meh for the time being. Next up, Scott, if we just go to the next one on the list, shock, it is going to be another green one by the looks of it. Oh no, it's black.
Oh, not that one. Oh well, we'll do this one.
We'll do this one.
They're too small on the list.
So what I want to mention first of all, this was from a kid that's been doing a lot of designs on social media at the minute, a lot of concept kits, and he was tagged in a couple of posts, and obviously I want to give him a shout out on this one because he deserves it, because some of the shirts which he has been doing are fantastic. It is Josh. Josh's Twitter account is @_Josh Allsop. So go give him a follow because his designs have been absolutely class. To me, do you know what it is? I like when clubs change the crest to feature something, and we see it with Arsenal. Arsenal had the cannons. We've seen it with Man United. I think they just had the devil at one point. Liverpool have done it with the Liver Birds. For me, I like it. It just looks a bit too much like a training top, and that's because you don't have the sponsor on there at the minute.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I agree with you on that. I think there's a pattern in this, and I think
it's a seahorse.
The actual crest or the seahorse.
Yeah, it's a seahorse.
Yeah, it's a seahorse. Look,
and I also like the Tyne Bridge in the back at the collar. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it looks across between the Tyne and the Millennium Bridge in the back.
What's your thoughts on the alternative badge? I agree with what Chris is saying. Obviously, Arsenal had the cannon. Would you have the magpie? Would that be your alternative if that was the case?
It would have to be a magpie, wouldn't it?
Well, I've got a slight disagreement on this one. It could either be a magpie or it could be a castle.
Or a seahorse.
Or a seahorse.
See, do you know Everton last season when they did it and it was just that blue triangle? And it did represent something. But
Was
I
that
don't
daft
know
little
what
building,
it was.
isn't it? Did they all have a
It's a
daft little
building,
building that's
but
on their logo?
Daft little building.
It looked awful. And I think if you did a castle, it would look very similar, if I'm being honest. At least
Like
the
a chess
Magpie
piece.
were called the Magpies, right? It's like that's what club
Yeah.
nickname. So I think that would fit a bit
Yeah, I
better.
think it would be nice with just a little NUFC. Just sitting either maybe just above the Magpie.
I like the idea of it, but
I like
for
it.
me,
Yeah.
it's a trading top. But that's probably because there's no sponsor on it.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, if I start to call it, I would say it's in the bin for me.
Wow.
Wow.
Bold, that digger. I'll go mid.
There's no 3 stripes on it anywhere, and it's an Adidas top. That's
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
There would be 3 stripes somewhere on this if it was Adidas.
I think my mindset is
that's essential rather than
I'm taking it
original.
as Castor. Like I'm forgetting Adidas is even there. I'm just treating it as it would be Castor. The stripes wouldn't be there. So yeah, it's bin for me.
It's split in the comments. Like there's a lot of people saying mate. There's a couple of people. Well, there's a couple of people saying in the bin as well.
And Darren.
So Digger, you're going in the bin. Digger,
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark, what are you doing?
Based on
what I've said,
what it looks like now, I would go meh.
Okay, Scott.
I would say meh as well. I agree. I think it looks more like a training top.
Do you know what it is? I think we might have to give this one to the comments coming in because everybody is saying bin. Literally everybody is saying bin.
Harsh.
We've got to be harsh.
You know what it is though? That might change though, given when we'll get to the end, because you know what I mean. You might think actually, you know what it is, but I don't know. I think it's been like,
you know, when you've actually got the picture and you can see the picture like on your phone and see the detail in the seahorse and stuff like that, it makes a big difference. But I think, like I say, and with an addition of stripes on the sleeve and a sponsor, I think that pulls it right up, like, doesn't it? But it's just missing a little something at the minute.
There is a better black one in this list that someone else has done. Which I don't know. Do you want to bring this one up now, Chris? That black one? Do you want to bring that one up?
I think it's probably worth comparing the two of them back to back. Yeah,
it's this one.
Oh my goodness!
So take my money. Don't even
get it
in the discussion.
Get it
right to the top.
Get it straight up there.
The only thing I don't like is the texture on it. It looks
like
a bit snake skinny, but apart from that,
black and gold. Black and gold is just it. Like,
can it go wrong with the Digger?
Nah,
can it go wrong with it?
You look at there's a few we've had ourselves. There was a one in the I think I've just been promoted. Sorry, Lascelles one. Yeah, the black and gold that was with funny on the front was beautiful.
The one last season
favorite.
was good.
It was. Yeah, Mark, you had one on Monday, didn't you? Was that yours? The one you had on?
Yeah.
And I know this isn't us related. Sorry, I apologise. But the Arsenal one, the black and gold, it's just got it. That combination is amazing. So
yeah,
I mean, it would even work if that gold was white, because you could even think, oh, is it just maybe the color of it making it look a little bit, even if it was black and white, that would look fantastic as well.
Can I just add,
it's just really nice.
The Noon logo is, I mean, if that's what it was, how much nicer is that?
Perfect, isn't it?
I know.
Liddy patch thing.
I didn't even notice that, Dick. And do you know what?
Isn't that beautiful?
Even nicer.
Champions League badge.
The Champions League badge, which we're going to see through. Yeah, the champions. Imagine the lad walking out at the new camp wearing that, man.
That's just
best.
The greatest ever. Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I think, do you know what it is, lads? I think that has to go straight at the back. That was straight at the top, and I think it's going to take some beating as well.
Yeah. Has anyone said anything other than that in the comments?
No.
Nah, everybody's going for it. Like,
yeah.
Again, on the actual photo itself, when you look at that pattern in detail in the kit, it actually looks very Champions League-esque with the, like the patches on it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Around it.
This, yeah,
it's beautiful.
The only issue which we have, and it's a great point by NUFC UK, that is, for so many pounds, I want my logo to stand out. So as you're looking at that Noon one, it is quite disguised, and normally with the patches on the sleeves, you do see them quite bold at times. But that clubs have done it where it's more of a print rather than a patch on it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to see it look like that though, where it's more blended in to the shirt itself. And you get a chance to do that with the away shirts, unless your home kit's going to have solid black or solid white sleeves on them, which you're probably not going to get, are you? Next up, Scott, shall we go for another home one?
Yeah, let's. I'm just trying to find. Let's go for one at that. So I did this one to get some opinions. I was kind of just playing around, and it's this.
Bin.
There is an alternative. So there's the black one and there's the white one. So predominantly black, predominantly white. But yeah, I was just playing around just to get people's opinions. Because a couple of people in our group chat were saying it was okay.
That one. Yeah, I like, of the two, the more black on it is better for me than the white. It's it does feel like something where, you know, like a kit designer's gone just a little bit rogue, done something different with the stripes, and we've never had anything like that. Where it's always been very just thin stripes or fat stripes or average size stripes, where, you know, some of the other ones like go
any stripes,
something with it, like having, you know, whether that be a jag to it or, you know, like this paint stroke kind of effect of, like Borussia Dortmund, like obviously with their black and yellow, they do things like this and
they do change it up a
experiment a little bit.
So look at Palace. Palace is different every season. I think this season it's half and half for the Palace kit.
I appreciate your
like I said, I just did this to get a bit of variation.
So most of the comments,
it was one of the templates on the thing I'm using, so I just
some of them are lol bin. Somebody said burn it, and nobody said set it on fire. So I think they both go in the bin for me. Like I'm traditional with this one, like Mark said. I like big stripes, little stripes, average stripes. Any old stripes.
You just don't like paint stripes.
I do. I will say I agree with Mark though that 100% the black one is better. So if there was another option other than like lower than bin, the white one would go in that one. But
bin's definitely in the D section.
yeah.
I'd love to know what an average size stripe is.
between thin and fat.
Next up is another way one.
Yep. I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on, I'm getting lost here. I'm going to put one I think Decker's going to like.
Okay.
Because I know you like the original of this one. That I think this one's based on. This isn't mine again. This isn't one of mine, by the way. This is one. I think this is NUFC Concepts.
Because I like the original. A few things. So personally, on the original, I love how it has a collar. First of all, and I must say here, I hate how shirts have gone away from having a collar. It just seems to be the way it is now. The logo, I wouldn't want, and ironically, I normally say I like it when it incorporates the shirt itself. I would actually prefer that to be white, say, again.
I think it would look better white, Dagger,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit harsh for us to say I don't like it, because actually, I actually don't. But it sounds a bit harsh.
Was the original one a white sponsor? The McEwens, was that no white sponsor?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it's a funny one, because I know I've just banged the drum saying how much I like the other shirt. I actually don't like that one, and I know it's incredibly similar though. So, but maybe that's the collar, the white logo, etc.
I'm with you, Decker, because I'm a huge fan of the original kit. It's something just doesn't look right on that.
Yeah, I think it's the sponsor, to be honest. Perhaps with the stripes as well, perhaps, but yeah, it would be in the bin for me, like personally.
Mark,
agree. It's rotten. Get it in the bin.
Are you a fan of the original?
Yeah. Did like it. Again, I think maybe if it had some of the detail from the original, like the green and blue stripe in the collar that you've got there and stuff like that.
The original one. I think the
blue it was solid.
One was paint strokes, wasn't it?
Solid stripes, yeah. But the collar had like a detail in it with the line, and same on the arms as well.
Can't see that at all.
So
sorry, I'm
not feeling that one. Not feeling it.
Yeah, it's the white logo. I think a white logo would look a lot better, actually. But
Scott,
I think the white sponsor would make it a lot better. It's meh for me. It would be, I wouldn't say it's in the bin, because I like the throwback to the original kit, and I kind of like that in kits when we do that sometimes. So it wouldn't be in the bin; it would be meh. I think the white seller and a white Castor might make it look a bit better.
That's what I was going to say.
There's one thing I've noticed: Castor match the sponsor color.
I think if this design, let's say if that had gone with the white sponsor, the white Castor, and the solid white club badge, like the silhouette, it might look a hell of a lot better than what it does there. Do you know what it is? It's because I'm such a big fan of the original one. That just doesn't do it justice. So for me, in the bin.
What's the comment saying?
Comments
There's a
are
mix.
a mix.
It's a real mix.
Wow.
To be fair, it is probably splitting everything apart from top tier.
Yeah.
So I think it's down to us, this one. I'm going bin. What are you going, Decker?
Bin for me, mate.
Mark?
Bin. I do like Davey's comment, though.
What was Davey's comment? I've seen worse about 3 minutes ago. Scott, what was yours? May, did you say?
I was going to say May, but it doesn't matter because I'm out 3-1. So
chuck it in the bin, mate.
Matter. Right, let's
put that on top of the one that you designed.
In the bin. Whichever one's more flammable on top. Right.
So yeah, look, the comments say not a fan. Bin it. Meh. Bin it. It's split down, but I think most have bin it. Like, to be fair. Next up, shall we go for another home one?
Yeah, sure.
C. Now this, I like this one. If I'm comparing it to the home ones we've seen so far, this is my favorite.
Well, the vibes I'm getting, to be honest, are the one Mark's got on. I mean, it's literally that shirt.
Not far, yeah.
Except the black sort of what can I say? You know, around the collar. Sorry, yes.
So the collar's different. Yeah, collar's different.
That's it, really. Yeah, it's a lovely shirt. Nothing.
That's the bit that lets it down for me, like the collar and the sleeves.
Me too.
The gold.
I don't like that.
I don't like the gold. If that was blue
random.
or black, it would. And I know we have in the past we've had that gold highlight on wickets, but it just doesn't sit right. I think if
that was black though, Mark, it would be the one you got on. It would literally be the same shirt again, wouldn't it?
Not for, but as we say, there's not a huge deal that you can do with black and white stripes.
Fair comment, yeah.
I think, do you know what it is? I think that with a solid black block on the back of it, that's going to be a nice European shirt. That.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you know what I would like with this one? The middle where the logo is. I'd like the seller to be in white and the block to be in black.
So
it's more of a square than
I think that
white
completely
square.
changes the kit if you do that. Like,
that's why I would like it more. Because I'm not because it's meh for me at the moment. This and I also think the badge is too small. The Newcastle crest is too small in the stripe.
Funny you say that. The one behind me here, I know I've got it the other way around, but that badge on there is tiny, and that's one thing I would say.
I mean, this one's not. Even this one's not huge.
But it goes over the stripe. It's not sitting in the middle of the stripe.
It's not sitting.
I know this is of course, this is just the guy who designed it, but I like the little magpie in the back of the collar as well. It's quite nice. I like that.
Yeah, I like the little touches like that.
I appreciate no one's going to see that.
Get that on a lot of Adidas kits. Like things around the bottom and things like that.
That he's done all these ones where they've got that weird angle on them, and they've all got something different in the back of the shirt, which is a nice touch of detail. And like Mark said, and there's a comment in there which I've just put on the screen saying that they like the gold on it because it's a flashback to Shearer's testimonial.
Okay, yeah. I like it. I like it. I think it's nice. I'm a big fan.
Right. So if we vote on it, I'm gonna go lovely. That I'll go with that.
Second that.
Third that. Yeah.
I'm going to say meh, but I'm being outvoted again. So
I'm guessing the comments are saying it's quite good.
Yeah, the most of them are saying lovely. That it's just to go through them. Callum, Freddie. It's I've already got a few of the ones.
It's a good shout. That
yeah,
I like it.
There's a couple of mates in there as well, but I think majority of them are probably lovely. That next up.
Do you want another home one, or do you want to go away? Let's go away. So this is from the same guy. I think he released these two together, and it's a throwback to the top I have on today.
I'll let you go first, Scott, then, since you're wearing that shirt.
I'm not sure on the white on this. I'd prefer it to be cream, like the original. But also for me, we've had one of these recently. Puma did it 2 seasons ago. So I think maybe we need to park this one as a kit design for a good few years until it comes back. And it probably will come back, but not yet.
Do you think, though, and staying with you, do you think that this is easy money, though?
Oh, 100%. I mean, when the Puma one
any
came
brand
out,
that
I
makes
didn't
that.
buy many Newcastle tops at the time, and I bought that Puma one just because it was a throwback to that kit or to this kit.
I think it's a no-brainer for the manufacturers and designers because that'll always sell, no matter what.
I think when you talk about easy money, I think given how successful we are and how much everyone's engaged, I think we'll buy anything. I really think that this year, I think almost honestly anything you could buy, could sell. Sorry. The only reason why I am against it is because we've just had one recently.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favourites. The one Scott Scotland's one of my favourite shirts of all time. But it's just because it feels so recent that we've had one. That's the only reason I would say no.
Mark, do you think this is the definition of May, if that's the case? That we've been there recently, we've done it. Let's try something else.
No, I actually quite like it. It's like it's. I get what you're saying. It is that kind of because we have recently have it, but it's done very well. It's classy. There's no fuss to it or anything like that. It's just very simple. I know, Scott, you said about the white, but I think the white just helps it like stand out and lifts it a little bit with those highlights around the collar and the sleeve. And I think if it didn't have that, I don't think it would be as nice.
Okay.
Oh, but more cream though. The cream. Remember them cream shorts, man. Back in 95.
Do you know what it is? I think if you go the cream though, the thing you would have to change the rest of the white details to cream as well.
Well,
I just don't think it would look as sweet. I mean, look
just
at the
to show you,
badge there in the white and black.
Scott had done this, Scott, he's done it.
There is another one that I did earlier, which is with the cream. So it's similar, but with the cream. But I did do something in the stripes just to change it up a bit.
Nah,
cream, 100% cream for me, like 100%. 100%.
Oh, I'm not feeling that one. Like,
so if we go back to the first one,
for
me, and the only reason I'm saying this is May because it's too much like the last one we had. I like the design. Honestly, I love the design, but I'd rather something different this year.
What colour was the sponsor on that one? Can I ask? What was it gold? The sponsor? I thought it was gold. Yeah, thought it was gold. Yeah. I actually think
the kit, so it doesn't matter. I know we've had one recently. You're just judging it based on does that look like a nice kit? Is it a good design?
One of the comments is take me money. One of the comments is saying take me money. That's one of the bandings. That's not taking my money because we've had one before. That's how I feel.
So let's go through some of the comments. So if there's been quite a few. So Daryl first in there saying revisit too recently. Dan Whitten says wouldn't mind the colour scheme to be reused, like the Amory kit. Freddie, too soon. Liam, too soon. Daryl once again. May. Chris Jenner, it's beautiful, but give us in a couple of years. Do you know what it is? I think we're going to have to go May.
They'll be saying this about black and white stripes next.
Oh, well, home kits are different.
We've had that too often.
So I think the three of us, apart from you, Mark, we're going May anyway, won't we?
Yeah, May for me. Yeah. What's the one? Sorry, above May? Oh, it's lovely, that, isn't it? That's the other one, isn't it? Yeah. So no, May for me.
It's definitely a lovely kit.
It's a lovely kit. It is.
It's a lovely
that. But it's May. It's because we've seen it so many times, and we're seeing it every single year getting designed on these concept kits. I want something a little bit different.
Right. So I can guarantee there'll be a black and white Adidas Grandad collar shirt somewhere in this list down here. So just remember these comments.
Well, we haven't had that recently, though.
Well, I know we haven't had that recently. Was that 95?
Come on.
Oh,
top.
Meh. Oh, we've had too many of these. Meh.
But have we?
We haven't had this one remade. It's been released as
we had it last season, man.
I had a big
number 4 on the front.
Aye, that ruined it.
Oh, yeah.
This
and
is
it was exactly the same as that.
Number 4. No, it wasn't.
I get what you're saying. I get it, but that does look nice. Like, I cannot deny it. It looks lovely, that. And the sponsor does a huge amount of favours as well.
Badge is shite.
Only thing I don't like is the stripes under the sleeve, under the arm.
We wouldn't get them, would we?
The sleeve for me. But if it was that's all.
It's the wrong Adidas badge as well for me.
I think
when they change Adidas badges, like I quite like it when they mess it about a bit.
For that having the white in the middle, I am a big fan of it. Like, because again, I go back to what I said. I normally prefer the black in the middle, but you kind of have to, of course, because of the collar, right? Because you have the buttons,
Yeah.
you know, so it has to be white. I've got no issues with that. Like, I'll be honest.
Actually, there's a great comment in here from NUFC UK that says basically the number 4 was a sign. Great shout. Absolutely great shout.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the badge? Because we've seen this a couple of times where they put the shadow around it basically and it takes away from the stripe. I'm not a fan of that.
Nah, it looks like it's been sewn on by your granny.
It looks like this is a patch. It looks like an old Puma patch that we used to have.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all, to be honest.
Looks like you've got a snidey kit from some Spanish market when you've been on your holidays of a Juventus kit. The badges fell off, and then your granny's been to Phoenix Haberdashery, bought a Newcastle badge and sewed it on.
Been where? Where's your granny been?
What's
Phoenix Haberdashery?
What the
I
hell
don't
is
even know
that?
if Phoenix have got a haberdashery anymore. John Lewis will have.
Okay.
Buy all the materials and stuff, isn't it? I like the 1892 in the collar.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I do like that as a touch.
Okay,
But it's
so
on the
what we're going
inside.
for-
You're not going to see it.
What we're going for? I'll start. I'm going meh.
I'm going to go meh as well. As much as I like that, I'm going to go meh though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
meh.
agree.
I don't like
Meh.
the Adidas badge. Don't like the Newcastle badge. Everything else I can get away with.
There we go. Put it in the meh.
Put it in the meh.
I started really positive on that one, then went to meh quite quickly, but yeah, it's meh for me. Like.
I started positive. I think just to get Mark's reaction, but I've always disliked it.
Do you want to stick with the theme of throwbacks and we'll do an away top?
Come on, then let's
Yeah.
actually for quickness, the one which you put design, the maroon one. Just put it back on screen.
Oh, hang on.
And then put it straight in the bin.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm going in the bin for this one. I prefer the other design to that, but put that one in the bin.
I just did it for the
Yeah.
burger, for the cream because I saw the other
For
one.
the cream, yeah. I definitely agree that I think if it was the other one was cream looks nice. I think. No white.
Cool.
Next up, give one another flashback.
So if we're doing another flashback, this one for me actually is Take My Money.
Take my money.
Oh my god, I was just
Buy
I'll
it
let
now.
you talk. I'm going for a drink too.
Give me the shirt. That is absolute sex.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets. Yeah,
That is.
I absolutely, of course, we know what shirt it's sort of going off, but that lovely pattern on the left hand side, the colours, it's just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Like it's just unbelievable.
Unreal.
I haven't got a bad thing to say about it.
It's absolutely like there's nothing. I mean, like the pattern is obviously a little bit abstract on the side, but just the colours of it is that throwback shirt, the collars, the cuffs looks mint. Like the way that the patch on the sleeves been incorporated.
I mean, what I will say that the sponsor that's being used here really, the logo really suits the shirt, if that makes sense. I appreciate. I appreciate obviously that it would be a different sponsor, but if it's white, it's fine. You know what I mean? No problems. You know, so
I absolutely love that, boys.
Beautiful. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it. It's different. It's something which, yes, obviously it's the same colours. I absolutely love it.
It's gorgeous.
It's you know what it is? I would love this style flashback just with less itchiness.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that patch, and I'll put it back on there. That massive badge. That's all I can see.
Yeah.
It was the biggest badge ever, and it literally took your left nipple off.
I would actually, because I know the original was white numbers and names. I would like orange number names on the back. I think would look nice.
Yeah, we kind of get them all, can we? That's what I was thinking. Just trying to think what would be the name set on the back, and I think it would have to be white to match the sponsors.
Yeah.
But it would look unreal in orange, wouldn't it?
So Callum Lewis says, white shorts or no?
Oh, I'd probably say orange shorts. You know, I know it may be a bit controversial, but
the original was green, wasn't it? Green shorts on the original.
I can't remember.
It was definitely green. I'm sure it was.
Imagine the shorts with just that pattern continuing down one leg.
Yeah,
that would be naughty.
Onto the sock as well.
Oh, yes. Now we're talking.
I was thinking that actually.
Well, the socks should just be all of that pattern.
It's absolutely beautiful.
For me, boys, that goes straight at the top.
Yep.
Yeah, it does for me
Absolutely
as well.
unreal.
Yep.
No doubt.
Unanimous.
Comments the same, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's a couple of comments saying they would prefer round collar on it rather than the V-neck. Which, do you know what? I'm not a big fan of a V-neck. So I think a round collar would look nicer. Do you know what it is? It would be nice to see what it would be like with the Castor stuff on it, because I
Stripes
like
are gone, yeah.
I like the stripes when the stripes are gone without Castor there, unless we stick a fourth one on.
Yeah.
I like the number.
I like it.
Beautiful. Yeah. It really is beautiful.
Lovely.
Straight at the top.
Really nice.
Straight at the top.
Claude
Nerf looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, so somebody's coming in saying it looks like a Christmas tree. Let's have a look. Let's see what else we had. Stew is overrated. Terrific, but round neck. There's a few similar sort of thing. Yeah. Next up, Scott.
Another home one.
Yeah, go for home.
Let's bring this one up.
Nope, not for me. You mentioned before swapping the black to having a black centerpiece on this one. Not for me. Like,
well,
like
I said black with white writing, though,
not
the gold. The gold isn't doing it for me, and the Castor's got a weird, like, it's outlining, got a weird pattern around it. I like the NUFC on the back. It's backwards. I'm guessing that must be on the back of the kit.
Yeah, it'd be pointing outwards.
Yeah, but it's got that weird texture on it as well. That makes it look a bit like bubble wrap or tea bag.
Why you keep talking about tea bags? What am I missing?
Like them like perforations.
Perforated.
It does. It does look like. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it's got a bit of a ripple in it. Do you mean?
No. Like if
like look in the actually,
the dots.
You probably see it better in the bottom of the white stripe, like the little dimples in it.
Oh, right.
Perforations.
Yeah. Like a plaster.
Hi.
It's hard for us to. Well, a few things. So. It's hard for us to criticise the black block because I absolutely adore the McEwen's Lager one, and that's got a black block, right? Yep. I just feel that with the more modern kits, the block is higher, a lot higher, and I get that's what it would look like if it had a black block. It's not going to be any lower, really. Whereas back in the 90s,
just looks a bit shit.
It does look shit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I think the gold doesn't help it at all.
Particularly on the Castor logo.
I'm so complimentary of black and gold as a combination, and that's black and gold it is, but it just does not go with the amount of white and stuff. It just doesn't work at all.
Yeah, for me it's been anything to add to it.
Yeah, badge just looks wrong with it, like going across the stripes. The arm stripes are different thickness compared to the actual body of it as well. Yeah, not a fan.
Not for me.
So
collar's about the best thing about it, I think. Stu's comment tickled me.
Hang on, you can put them on as well, can't you?
The one just above Freddy's, the one that you've just had on.
Easier for you to do this.
Stew 0602.
PG tops.
PG
tops. I get it.
Nice.
I get it. Yeah,
nice.
Right, let's go for another one, Scott.
Hold on a minute. Peter Waff? Are you joking me? I absolutely love that. Peter. No.
He's allowed an opinion, Mark. It might be wrong, but he's allowed it. Right, in the bin. Right, next up.
I think we're all going to have the same opinion in this one.
Actually, we are not all going to have the same opinion. We are not. For me, that's obviously a Turkish stall has seen what Newcastle have done with that flag and just thought, we're just going to make a shirt out of this. And you know what it is? It's probably sold.
100% you can buy that T-shirt in Turkey.
No, I know you can. It's a legit T-shirt on a actual mannequin, which I've photoshopped out of it. And do you know what it is? It's absolutely wrong. Like, it's absolutely
look at the way Newcastle is spelled on the thing. Newcastle, like a gap and then big castle, like capital C. Have you seen that in between the stripes?
Yeah.
New and then capital C Castle. That's horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous.
It's that's up there with granny tits.
Yeah, it does remind us of the granny tits one, to be honest.
Doesn't it look like the granny tits one?
Look at the state of the magpie, man. Look at it. Just look at it. It looks like it's like a guy with a fucking
Stu,
like
That's
a
the
mascot.
one drag me dishes
off
with
the flag, though.
abomination.
That is really bad. Like
It does look a
I
bit like a
cannot-
tea towel.
Yeah.
that looks like a guy with like a massive like a onesie on
hood.
with like a black mask on, like a hood on, just standing there. But I cannot believe in between the stripes it's got
Like a
New
magpie
Space
onesie.
Castle.
It's that one. Like we're talking about
is that
setting
what-
fires
I
to things.
thought
Get
they must
away
have
with
actually
that,
had
like.
the proper names on it.
No,
Not
nah,
just doing
it's
that.
just
Can you see it now,
Newcastle.
Mark? Can you see it properly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah,
It's absolutely rotten.
We are in the bin. That's what that should say. It's horrific.
For
Can you
the club.
just think for a second? Can you
Castor-
imagine?
Castor logo's wings are bigger than the magpie's wings.
Can you imagine, right, that they didn't announce what the shirt was and they just went, come to the club shop, 10 o'clock, and everyone's queuing up, and that was what you were greeted with. Can you imagine? Jesus.
It looks great on the surfer flag, but you don't put that on a shirt, like
Yeah, no, it's as bad as it gets, that.
until we're playing Brighton and we don't have a kid. We'll be wearing that one against Brighton next year.
It's
That
almost like
magpie's
a,
traumatizing, It's traumatizing. That
it's like a
Scary as fuck,
mashup of the members kit, with like the different shaded stripes. But obviously they've got that with the new Newcastle in it, and then the magpie and bridge from the surfer.
So Steve says, is that not based on one of the surfer flags? It is. It's literally the surfer flag destroyed and put on a shirt. That's what it is.
Right, can we move on? Come on, please. That I'm telling you now, that magpie's scaring it. Get off it. It's scary.
Right, in the actually, I want to highlight this because Scott has twice today mentioned that he doesn't hate it.
I don't hate it. I would never buy it.
What?
And I hope we never have it. But I don't know. It's just.
Are
if
you
it didn't
alright?
have Newcastle, the more I've looked at it, the more I hate it. But at a first glance, it's like, oh, I see what they're doing there. It's clever, but
It's clever.
If it didn't have we are Newcastle, the badge, the bridge, the magpie, any of the stripes, and any of the new Space Castle, or the collar, it would be great.
If it wasn't a shirt, it would be great. If it was a flag, it would be great.
If they made a massive one of them, put people's names on it, and put it on the back of the stand, it would look great, aye?
And then sold smaller ones so people could buy. I mean, that would be great, yeah. We all.
Callum's had a fantastic idea in the comments there.
Yeah, so Callum says, I think the lads at War Flag should be the only ones to wear that. Like a uniform.
It should be uniform, when they're setting up.
Right, hide it in the bin.
Look at Mark Todd's comments.
It looks like those hideous wolves fleeces. See the ones you get off like a market stall.
Oh, I hate them. They're horrible. The ones with like Indians on them as well. Unicorns.
It's absolutely class. Right,
Next one.
Oh,
so this was a throwback to a couple of seasons ago.
I feel as if we just sat slating Scott's designs. That's honging, that Scott. Honging.
But this is with the black with the white text.
I have to be honest, I don't hate that at all. What I will say I don't like is that I would prefer the Castor to be white. That's what I will say. But no, honestly, I've got. Hang on a sec. That's got to be close to this one. No, it's
nothing like it.
Nah, it's like the one that we had. Just that, it was the one after the 125-year kit, wasn't it? Where it had the fat three stripes on the front, wasn't it?
I didn't mind that one.
I quite liked that one.
So what makes you hate this one, Chris? What do you hate about it? Apart from all of it, but what do you hate
everything? Like absolutely everything. I'm not a fan of centralized stuff down the middle. Don't like it at all. I don't like how the colours are completely different on every part of it. I don't like the big block across the middle of it. I hate the collar.
Collar's the worst bit for me.
I just not for me. Like,
that's the bit I hate the most actually, Mark. Well,
I would rather wear that wolf piece than that.
If it had the same colour as this one to match the sleeves, it probably wouldn't be as bad, and then maybe have the badge and the Castor in white.
And then change the sponsor. Not thinking it's absolutely awful.
the badge is never going to be in white, on the home shirt. It'll always be that badge. It's never.
We
you know what I
did, we
mean?
did
It'll
on that
always be
one
the
though, with
full colour,
the kit like this that we had a couple of seasons ago. That had a white
Oh, maybe.
Wasn't it?
white badge.
Well, that's never happening again.
I'm not having
But
it.
I think if you change the collar to similar what you've just said there to match the sleeves and put a white Castor badge, I actually don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, it looks.
I did the same thing, but
crest
with
a
a
bit
white
smaller
block in
as
the
well.
middle.
That's
That's
better.
nice.
Now
Make it
that
any
looks
That's
better.
nice.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
a white
That
block
is
in the
nice.
middle.
That. I'm a fan of
That's
that one.
better.
Is this
The
in the
only
list?
difference between the two tops. That's the only
Is
difference
anybody
between
else
those two tops.
seeing a massive picture of H from Steps?
It does have a big H in the middle of it, yeah.
When we're saying Harry Kane, that's what it's for. Just for Harry.
So that one for me, right? That one is a May. The one before it, bin.
Go back to the other one. Oh, I like that. You know, I have to be honest. I like that one. I'm not saying take your money by any stretch, by the way. Well, mind you, I wouldn't say it's lovely that either. Like, but it's probably a May.
BNP would like that one with the giant cross in the middle of it as well.
I'm
think
not feeling it.
I'm really not liking the Castor on the yellow or the gold.
Yeah.
If that's what I'm trying to
I
be.
don't like that one, but I like the white centre
white.
stripe better.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that-
Like that. It's
That
nice,
one's better for me, but it is a massive H.
Yeah, it is an H. Like.
Right, I'll let you fight between. Well, for me, the first one. Let's go the first one, Scott.
Let's do the first one. Bin.
Absolutely the worst honking. Aye, gone.
Yeah,
me,
bin.
like.
Oh, that's really harsh. That like, hang on. Granny
Jack, to
Tits
be
one's
fair,
in the bin.
I think I'm not. It's up there with Granny Tits.
Ah,
Oh, now
We
you're
should have
hurting
left
feelings.
that fifth. We should have left that fifth one, and I'd burn it.
I mean, there is a few things I don't like about this one. Don't get me
I
wrong.
would be
but,
offended if you buried me in that. Like,
I don't like the three. I think it's 3 dots. Is it towards the other side? Is that like breathing stuff or whatever? You know.
That's the
Yeah.
Castor thing that they do, yeah. So this is the Castor
Aye.
template. So this is actual.
Okay.
This is taken from Villa's home top this season in terms of the collar, the cuffs, the dots, where the Castor thing is, and then you can just kind of change and add bits that you want to it.
It's for me. It's going in May, but I don't actually think it's all that bad. Really, there's just certain things I don't
do you know
like.
what it is? That just screams relegation at me. That, you know, like I can see us getting relegated in that.
It's not nice. Bin for
Bin.
me.
In that one.
Do you know what it is? I
then
think
what
you're
about
gonna have
that
to
one?
go.
That's
Meh.
all right,
Meh.
that one, like.
That's
I
May
Meh
am
as
as well.
well. I think they're both Meh. Yeah, both Meh. Sorry.
So I think we're overruled because Scott, you're not allowed an opinion on this one because you made them.
Nope.
So first one we'll go for me and Mark is going in the bin, and that one's going May.
What's the comment saying?
Somebody gave it 1 out of 10 a second ago, so I've really been looking.
Quite a mix, to be fair. There's a
Mark
lot of
Todd
comments
said if you
about
want to look
the,
like a knight, it's great.
Yeah, there's a
You see,
few
like,
comments
I-
about Jerusalem and Crusades and stuff like that.
I
And the big H
appreciate
on
it.
this one.
I appreciate it's difficult, but you go back to that Tipex one, the one with the paintbrush. There's just that is miles ahead of the paintbrush. Like, it's just miles ahead.
Nah.
What
Nah.
you think paintbrush is better than that one?
I do, right?
My goodness, Lord! Right,
The
good night.
collar on this one
Thanks
is
for coming,
rotten.
everyone.
The collar's rotten. Castor's rotten. The badge is rotten.
You're insane.
I
You're
said
absolutely
it looks like
insane.
it's from Wish.
Well, if that's from Wish, as in I'll wear the paint. It's from Hamadashi, however.
Mohammed, who?
We just signed him from the J League.
Right, I think we're going to have to put this one in May because I think 3 were in agreement with May on that one. The one before it has to go in the bin, like.
Yep.
It looks horrendous in the small picture. I've got to give it that. Like,
Probably does look like
it looks awful.
we're going on a
Look
crusade.
across. Yeah.
Mind you, there's some. Oh,
Right now,
yes.
this straight at the top. Straight at the top.
That is
It's a
beautiful.
flashback to what season
Yeah.
would that be in?
96, 97, 98.
Because
Yeah,
it's a stitched brown ale logo on it. Because I bought it recently, so it'll be the same as the home one with the.
It had such a lovely collar, that one as well. See,
It's
collar.
absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, this one.
It's also quite like the not the obviously the blue and maroon stripes, but the blue and maroon where it had like the bit around the bottom and the sides, and then also the
under the sleeve, like the end of the sleeve.
like going up there,
All by Femi Martin's
one, like
yeah.
the light blue with the black around it.
Yeah,
That's
so
absolutely beautiful. That.
I liked it. So I just want to take you just back to how I was saying, looking at the burgundy and blue one. We're saying that we're like a flashback to retro kits. I think we've done the burgundy and blue one. Looking at something like this now, they go straight at the top for me. It's absolutely lush. That
Beautiful. Really,
This would
really
also tick the Saudi box in terms of if we're going to accept that we're having a
Wrong
white
colour
and green
green,
kit every season. It would tick that box as a white one, though, wouldn't it?
shorts. What colour shorts, Decker, for this one?
White with the same kind of trim.
White?
No, I think white with the same kind of trim.
That green for me. That green would be the shorts.
It's
honestly, you'd have to alternate, wouldn't you? You'd have to have both a white pair and a green pair for clashes.
Yeah.
But I think
white. Got a bad word to say about it. It's
white
perfect.
with that green up the side would look lovely, wouldn't it?
That comment by Mark Todd is absolutely perfect. You guys are at the stage like when it's aftershaves, then you've tried that many, even the shit ones smell nice.
You need a palate cleanser.
Oh no! Again,
get the limoncello out.
Like if that in the Champions League, like away. Oh my God! That's just beautiful. That man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
Straight, take me money.
Straight to the top.
Thanks very much.
If I was being picky, the only thing I would say is I'm not sure about the black line in the middle of the white line on the collar. It almost
I don't think
like
on the sleeve it's very nice.
Line.
It doesn't match the collar. The sleeve doesn't match the collar. I think if you put the collar on the sleeve, it would be a lot better.
Okay.
Or the sleeve on the collar.
Being really, really harsh on it, but it's lush.
It's a great shout in the comments. And imagine what the training version would be like this. Be nice, that like.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be a nice training top. It looks a bit like a training top. And I think we've had similar where we're having all white training top with little bits underneath. So
yeah, straight at the top though. Take my money.
Do we think that green continues around onto the back and goes green onto the back?
No.
Or it's going to be white, just like the same.
No, if you look at the inside of the back of it, it's white.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just maybe just the inside of the.
Nope. Right.
Sure.
Let's whack it straight at the top, mate.
Straight at the top.
Yep.
It's absolutely gorgeous. That I'd be very happy with that.
Next one.
I'm trying to find ones that we haven't had already.
We'll go through some of these as fast as we possibly can because we've gone an hour already. See what happens. These take forever. These.
We've had this one. We've had that one. Sorry.
Yes,
I've had that one.
They're so small. It's quite hard to see them.
That's what she said.
Nah. It's a meh. I like we've tried something different with the stripes, but nah. Not in the bin. But meh.
Do you know what the feeling I'm getting, right? More and more that I'm worried about the home because I don't seem to like any home shirt like ever. Like I like not ever, but like you think of what the new one's going to be, right? You think of the amount of ones that we're going through here, and every one I'm like, not really.
Like I remember,
like,
what season was it? Was it the one with the bold, like the block stripes, where it was like the three of them? That season you didn't like it. Then as the season went on, you're like, actually, I really like it now.
I grew to like it. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. I grew to like it. Yeah, and that happens a lot of times when you see the players in it and stuff. It does change you. I mean, that'll never change. That's awful. I mean, I didn't get what happens. Maxi could score 10 in a game, and I wouldn't like that one. But I mean, they're trying something different with the stripes. I get it, but no, not for me.
Okay, Scott.
In the bin.
I think, the middle, the stripes are. It's again, you're just trying to do something different. I think, just because there's only so many black and white tops you can make without them just being, copy and paste.
Same. Yeah.
After a few seasons.
Mark,
I think Mark's on the fence a bit here.
How many H's are in this one, Mark?
At least 3. Triple H.
This is for Triple H.
This is the Triple H.
Give this
like it's the collar and the sleeves don't match, which I think is just weird. You've got to go with one or the other on the design. I don't hate the stripes, but again, I'm gonna go meh.
Okay.
I like the little Castor logo bottom.
I think meh for me as well.
That's nice.
Digger?
Meh for me. It's not in the bin, but it's meh for me. Yeah.
Put it in the meh. Put it in the meh.
On the meh.
I've lost one. There we go.
Right. Next up, I will go on away.
Go for an away one.
Do you know what it is? It's this designer once again. Straight at the top for me. Something different. I like it.
Do you know what this screams to me? Thierry Henry, Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
It screams
It
Liverpool.
should have a massive O2 logo in the middle of it. I don't like it.
100% the Liverpool one, the cream Liverpool one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Liverpool vibes.
Yeah. Honestly, exactly the same shit. I'm not actually. No, not for me. No.
Is it too close to red and white?
It's too close to Liverpool for me.
Okay.
Every time I look at it, I just think Liverpool, and that doesn't mean it's not a bad shirt. It's just
it's a nice design. It just
yeah.
It's a bit like Man U's away top for next season, isn't it? That's very Liverpool-esque. They don't like that, apparently. So
it doesn't. It's. Do you know what it is? It's not really anything to do with Newcastle, though. This is it. It doesn't scream Newcastle United at you. There's none of our colours in there or anything. And
well, we've had
the
passport red wine before in the past, haven't we?
Yeah,
for our European adventures. So,
do you know what it is? I love the design, right? But it doesn't look like a Newcastle shirt to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just see Liverpool. I look at it. Just see Liverpool. So I'd have to say because it's definitely not worthy putting in the bin. Like, it's not that bad. It's not a bad shirt. It's just.
I think this would look a lot better in the flesh. Like if it was made, and you saw it, and it would look a lot better than this picture would give it justice, or like the press pictures would give it justice. But yeah, I think it's meh for me as well.
Okay. I would probably go lovely that, but I'm just going on the design. But if I go what I've been saying the whole thing, if we're taking everything as a package, I'll go meh as well.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think it's a very nicely designed shirt. It looks smart, but it's just not a Newcastle kit for me.
Yeah.
If you have like we say, if you had a Liverpool badge on that, an Arsenal badge, something like that, you'd think, oh, that's a nice shirt they've got this season.
100% would I. 100%.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it's a great shout. So we'll go meh.
Go meh. Okay.
It'll be a beautiful Liverpool shirt, to be fair.
It feels harsh.
Beautiful football shirt it is.
Yeah.
Chris, there's one home kit left, but you haven't uploaded it, so I can't bring it up full screen.
I'll upload it now, mate.
But yeah, while we're doing that, we'll bring up another away one. Actually,
there's definitely home kit there that we haven't. That I haven't seen on the screen that we haven't had.
I know where that's going. Right, sorry, I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Bring up another away kit while he's uploading that one.
Oh yes. Now I like that. That's something completely different, but that is nice.
That looks like a goalkeeper top to me. That would be good as a keeper top.
It would be actually.
I think we've had purple keeper tops in the past, maybe.
Well, we've definitely had a white and purple kit as well in the back in the Wonga days.
I'm getting very Champions League warm-up shirt-ish, like training gear for Champions League-ish. Like that's what I'm screaming that to me. Like, it's not a bad one. I don't know why it's not turning us on. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. It's just not doing it for us.
I think as a third kit, I think it would be lovely.
Do you see it more of a training top though?
The wiggly lines. What colour are those?
Like it's like the alternate between like a pinky purple.
Yeah.
Make them white, and I'm all over that. Like.
Ooh, the only concern I have is it maybe a bit Spursy.
Someone's put in the comment it's a bit Spurs away.
Oh, is it? There you are.
Great, good shout, like.
Light.
Yeah,
I do like it though. I think it's really nice.
I think it's similar to the last one we've seen. It's a nice shirt for a different club.
I feel like meh's a bit harsh on it. Like I feel like going meh, but I feel that's a bit harsh. It's not bad.
I think it's lovely, but I would want it as either a keeper top or a training top or like I said, a warm-up top. I don't think it's a first team kit. Well, keepers.
I think if you've seen the players warming up in that, you're all over it. It's a lovely, lovely top.
But, and there'd be a jacket to go with it as well, like what they've been doing this season, which would be.
Do you know what it is, lads? I think if you put a player in that with white shorts, it's a lovely kit.
I mean, Callum Wilson, and that's going to look lovely. Like,
it's a lovely kit. That like.
He looked nice in the wall flag granny tits one.
For me, the design of it, the look of it, it's a take my money. If we had that as a third kit, I'd be all over that.
I'm going to drop it down one and put it in lovely that.
I think
that's what I would think.
Digger?
Meh for me. Meh. I don't think I would buy it. I don't think I'll go in the shop and buy that. Like, I have to be honest.
Okay. It's pretty split in the comments as well.
Yeah. Someone's got nice shirt for another club.
I think we're just
would wear it well.
go with the majority of what we've done. And
I think lovely that.
I'm happy with lovely that. Like, to be fair.
Okay.
Right. Next up is the home kit that you've just uploaded.
Bin. Get
Bin.
it in the bin.
We don't even need a discussion. Chuck it in the bin.
As fast as possible, get it in the bin. As fast
So
as
I think one thing that this one really, really shows is that seller logo needs a block around it.
It's
you can't have it
like that.
with stripes. You need to have
that's a good
something
point.
around it.
That's a good point.
You need to have something around it.
Too many stripes. It's just shite.
Jesus, it's awful. Isn't it? It is awful. That
you'd 100% see that being sold in Turkey.
We've only got
like,
one
it even
home
looks
top
like that
above
quality.
net.
It's because we're harsh on the home ones. I think that's what it is.
So is this going in the bin?
Put it in the bin. We don't even need a discussion. Put it in the bin.
Don't even need a discussion about it. Okay.
It doesn't even look like a Sunday league standard of kit.
So this one, I think, is going off.
Bury it now.
This one's going off the current rumor about what the away kit's going to be like.
Oh, sorry. Well, the one you've just been on, the home one, it reminds us of the Rafa season, because we had a shirt that was incredibly stripy.
Yeah.
Like very thin stripy. It reminds us of that loads.
Was that not the 125-year one? That had a lot of stripes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it wasn't that one, because I had it.
No,
it wasn't that one. It was when we beat Man City at home, I remember.
Was Perez one? It reminds me of Perez.
Oh,
aye.
Yeah, Rafa was.
Rafa, yeah. Very, very stripy.
Yeah. It's in the bin anyway.
Yeah, deserves it.
I don't know what.
Oh,
this one.
This picture doesn't do that justice, because you can't really.
Someone's put in the comments that it looks like the IKEA.
It does look like IKEA.
I mean, Isak would love it.
Immediately. Terrific.
Nah, when you look at the actual picture and see the detail, like in the, I mean, you can just make it out between the Castor badge and the Newcastle badge.
What is the detail? Is it just flowers? It looks like flowers or leaves.
It looks a little bit like
a bin.
It looks a little bit like the War Flags like logo, like with the circle on.
Mark, you're telling me there. Look at the detail. You still don't know what it is.
Know himself.
It's hard to tell what it is. Like it's
the log cabin, I think.
So someone's put that as too close to this season's, but that is the rumor that this next season's away kit is going to be blue and gold again.
Mark, if your eyes
we are going to get it back.
Do you see above the M where it goes to the crest? You'll probably be able to see it better than me.
Yeah,
it's like an arch. I think that says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It just looks like feathers. Some of it just looks like feathers.
Yeah, above the crest on the shoulder looks like leaves or feathers.
Yeah, if you look above the crest, it's just feathers like leaves.
You're not saying it's not a seahorse?
No,
stuck in a tree.
In the bin, it's terrific.
You know the We Are the Mags logo, like the circle one. It kind of looks like that. Where I think we use it on the intro as well. It's got that feel for me.
We didn't watch that.
Doesn't matter what it is. Put it in the bin.
That's awful.
So we've only got away kits left.
I'd began there like.
It looks like a uniform for somebody that's working in the supermarket.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
It's not that different to the one we've got this season, which is bloody lovely.
It's a yellow. I just don't like the yellow.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's yellow.
That's the picture.
Right, next up. No.
Nah, not at all. No.
2-2. Nah.
Very Dortmund, isn't it?
Too much.
I have no problem with it. I actually have no problem with it being Dortmund. To be honest, I know I've just said that. Oh, it's a nice strip for another team. We've said that a few times tonight, but
yeah, it's a nice kit. Yeah, no,
I don't like the pattern at the bottom. I don't like I get it, the breakaway effect type of thing, but for me, it just doesn't work.
Didn't we do something like this? Was it last season? There was it a purple kit or an orange kit where
it's the black and
it wasn't this prominent, but it was very like faintly like triangles all over the kit.
Yeah, the black and purple one.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It's a nice design for a different club, once again. But do you know what? I don't like busy kits. That's very busy.
I quite like it.
I'm
not blown away by it.
I designed it, so I can't have an opinion.
Oh, did you? It's a good design. That like, I don't think it's not bad. It's
like an arcade game.
Yeah, I don't like the pattern of it like that much.
Yeah, not for me.
Definitely feels like it's something you would vote on for one of the Dortmund kits where they give you like the.
Oh god.
I'm going meh.
Would you like it if it was a different colour? So say
It does
everyone
look
say
like
Dortmund this, Dortmund
Blockbusters.
that.
Blockbusters.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Blockbusters, yeah. But yeah, no, it's a meh for me. Like definitely not in the bin.
Take
Yeah,
my
I'll
money
go.
if it glows in the dark. Yeah, it's a meh for me.
Yeah, go meh.
Okay. A lot of clicking. Okay, this is another one, I think, based off rumours of having a green kit this season.
Do you know what it is?
I like that.
I like that, but I know the aggro that comes with it. But I would have liked this 10 years ago. I like green kits. It's just a shame that we get absolutely slated now because it's green.
Well, I don't like the collar at all. The collar to me looks like you've got a shirt on and you've got the top over the top of that. If that makes sense.
Shout.
Yeah, it does look like a jumper over a shirt.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
shout that.
But I am a massive fan of the green because it's a different type of green. It's not like I think there's another green one we have.
Saudi away shirt green, that mate.
It's really nice.
Not
You cannot really see on this picture, but it's actually got stripes, horizontal stripes going through it, like a slightly darker green. You won't be able to
it is
make
nice.
on the
It's
screen
just
there,
the colour for me. Just the colour part. It's nice.
Very nice. I like it. I see what you're saying though. The shirt and jumper look.
Yeah,
it is, isn't it? It is. I'd say. Yeah.
Again, having the white badges, the white sponsors.
It's still a meh for me. Like if I'm being honest, lads.
I like the green though. I mean, it's like it reminds us of like is it Aston Martin? I'd have an Aston Martin in this colour. I'm not going to go out and buy an Aston Martin, but you know what I mean.
It's like a racing green.
It's that colour, isn't it? Yeah.
I agree. That's I said at the start. I do love the green colour. It is a nice green.
I would go lovely that.
I'm still
there.
Would it look different if it was a different colour, like the badge, the cast on the sponsor?
I like
a different colour. Or would you leave it white?
I think it has to be white.
If it was coloured, it wouldn't look as nice. Like if it was the standard badge, I don't think it would look as good.
Yeah,
it's having everything white that makes it.
And the noon, we're back to the noon.
Yeah,
which is incorporated in it as well. It's a nice third kit for me. Not in a way, but it's a nice third kit. So where you going, Mark?
That'd go lovely that.
Scott?
Yeah, I think I'd agree. Lovely that.
Okay, we'll stick it there then.
Lovely that. Okay. I'm trying to find ones that we've got left. So we'll do another Saudi one. And this is just based on rumors that I did this. It looks like it's going to have some sort of pattern in it. And this was I think it's an Adidas 80s, 90s template for Germany.
1990s Germany, Holland. Mexico has had a similar kit like that where with those Aztec pillars.
I think we will see something similar to that this year. I'm not a huge fan, but once again, it's probably because down to the busyness on it. I'll go meh.
Put that in the bin. Immediately put in the bin. Awful. Absolutely awful.
What don't you like about it?
All of it. Well, I tell you what I do like. I do like the collar. Big fan of the collar. I like it's got a collar, right? So I'm okay with that. Got no issues with the white. I think having all of it white's no bother. It's the opposite really to what the other one I've liked about the other green one we've just watched. Looked at. That's just too green. Do you know what I mean? And there's too many patterns, and I do agree with Mark. It's very. I'm sure Mexico had one like that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So no, for me, it's definite no like for me.
Mark.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it does look a bit fakey on here, obviously, with the way that's been.
I can imagine ISS
together,
in 98 had that type of shit. It's very like Pro Evo ISS-ish.
That's good. So, looks lovely to me, like.
So we've got Scott obviously can't have an opinion on this one because he made it. So Mark is going lovely. Wow. I'm going meh. Decker's going in the bin. So I think this one goes down to everybody watching.
Yeah,
so definitely. Comment now what you think, and we'll go with the majority out of the next 5 comments which come in. So we've got 2 for meh straight away.
Split opinion, like, doesn't it?
It's all meh. Everything we've had. Yeah, it's all meh. Goes in meh.
Gotta be gutted if that's it. Like,
I mean, like I
Imagine
said,
that
I'm
Champions
going
League,
off the
man.
rumours
Jesus.
that it's going to be something like this with a pattern in it.
I'm sure. Have we not
yeah,
seen one like in maybe last week that it was similar, where it had that pattern in the background, or am I?
Something similar. I think it was just another concept, to be fair, mate. That's all it was.
Let me find the ones that are.
Oh, he's give a penalty.
Oh yes,
I like this.
that is beautiful.
I like this.
That is really, really nice.
It
Again,
looks
it's
like
just
marble, or is it a
plain-
map? The print
It's a map.
Is it the city map, a bit like the white one's
it's a
got
map.
this season?
Oh, so
That
it
like
looks
it.
like
Beautiful.
an inverse almost of what we've got. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
That's lush, absolutely lush. Again, it's simple, classic, plain with the collar, the white on the collar, the trim around the bottom, matching into the logos and the badges. It's just lovely.
And there's a comment
Very,
coming
very
in
nice.
saying it's Adidas and Wakecaster. We know the concept kits.
Yeah.
We're just rating people's designs and what they've sent in. And for me, I wouldn't put it as take my money, but it's lovely. Lovely that for me.
I like the white trim on the bottom because that would, if you had then white shorts, it would just.
Would it look nicer with white
great.
collars? White trims on the sleeves.
I don't
mean,
know
they're
whether
all for that.
it's a bit
Personally.
too much.
Yeah. There's been a few comments asking about the sponsor with this square A or whatever it is. People are saying it would look better without that, but obviously you're probably going to have that black square.
Yeah.
Would you want it with or without this square with the A? Or
the square doesn't bother me, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Doesn't bother us.
No, it doesn't bother us. No. I just want to comment that everything about the other one, about the green, this green's lovely. It's a lovely green colour. That it's a very, very nice green. And if that was a map of, I don't know, if it is a map, sorry, obviously, I don't know, a map of Newcastle or the northeast or something or whatever. If it tries to be
and
that,
shields.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, unbelievable. There's hot and tasty. There's gills. You know, that would be amazing. So I really like that. I'd probably say lovely that actually, to be honest with me.
Yeah, lovely. Any other thoughts on that?
Lush, absolutely lush.
Yeah, white shorts and socks.
Yeah, put in lovely that.
Yep, will do. Next up, again, just going off a different blue and a throwback to an old Newcastle top.
It's very training kit. The training kits we've got now, the black one and very much like the season's training tops.
I'm getting very Rangers vibes from it. I don't know why, but I am. I actually don't hate it. Like,
I don't. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind that one.
I don't like the gold.
I think once again, if we went for white instead of gold, it might look a bit better.
So again, this was just going off the rumours. So I was just making them based on the rumours that it's going to be blue and yellow or gold.
Do you know what I am a fan of? I'm a bit of a fan of like how we have black and white stripes, of course. I do like the away shirt incorporating stripes again. I actually think that's quite a quirky thing to do. I know some people don't like that; they want it to be completely different. I don't mind it actually. I don't mind it. It's not too bad.
So West said it looks a bit like a shower curtain. A lot of comments are saying meh. You know, what's his bananas and pajamas. Do you know what? I don't hate it.
No,
I don't dislike it. I think
it's probably meh, mind you. It's probably meh for me.
It's a meh. It's a meh for me.
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah, meh.
Yeah, meh. Okay.
Okay, got two left. I'll do a last one that we put together, and then I'll put the last one from somebody else.
We're back to
so
Dortmund.
This is just a throwback to the Dortmund style, but stripes.
I think the colours are too associated with Dortmund. I don't think anybody can touch them that don't already, whether that's home or away.
I
wonder what that would look like if that was white, you know, instead of yellow. I wonder what that would do as a home kit.
What were you going to say?
I absolutely love this one. I absolutely love it. Now, what I would say, if I was being really picky, is I wouldn't have the stripes going as far up. They would stop a little bit before that, to be honest. They're a bit too high then. But honestly, I think that's gorgeous. Like, I love it. It was the first one my eyes seen when we started and had all the little kits. That was the first one my eyes went to. I absolutely love it. Black shorts. Oh my God, imagine Joe Linton in that, man. Oh my goodness, Lord. Unbelievable. Wilson. You imagine Wilson in that, man?
Do you know what I haven't seen? And we normally see a mock-up of this, a yellow shirt. Because there's always a Brazilian shirt, like back to the Cabai-esque one.
Yellow and green.
I haven't seen the concept getting yellow yet.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's never going to be that. I guess it's just Dortmund. I get all that. But I have no issues with it. Like it's a beautiful shirt.
Homework for you tomorrow, Scott. Change them yellow highlights to white. I want to see what that looks like.
As a home shirt, Mark.
As a home shirt.
As a home shirt.
With the black, it'll be like the
black at
the one
the top
with the
and
big
have the
V
white.
that we had with the
the one with the V, the
Sissoko
Sissoko one. Yeah, the Sissoko top. Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
I think
it's
if we
really
flip
nice.
It's very mixed in the comments.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
I
it
think
is.
if we
Okay,
flip
it
the
is, yeah.
colours to different colours, it might be all right.
I know what you're saying
That's
because
why
it's
I'm
just
thinking white
Dortmund, isn't it?
stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Obviously, you've got your British teams. You've got Cambridge, Burton. Did Burton play in yellow and black?
Yeah. Well, if we get Dortmund in the Champions League, we couldn't wear that, could we? Away from home.
Watford.
We're at home.
Yeah. Watford would be the other way, though, wouldn't it? It would be all gold and then with the black.
With the black, yeah.
For me, I'm sticking with the May for that one. I think it's swap the colours around a bit, and I think it'll make it a lot nicer. But that's just because I'm thinking of Dortmund. Every time I say it, I just think of Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to be a bit more kind and say lovely that. I would say that. But I really like it.
Mark?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a nice design. Just not sure on the
Scott,
colours.
did you do this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah. That's
why I can't comment. If they've got the GS logos on, they're the ones that are wrapped up to date.
Well, no, you can't comment. You can't. Like, would you be happy with that? If they did
I think
that
I would. I don't mind using other teams' colours as long as it's not a blatant copy of a kit. So if Dortmund had a kit like this, and I don't know if they have or hadn't in the past, then I'd probably say no. But if they've never had something like this, then why not? But if you're blatantly copying another team's kit, then I would say no to it. But I don't know if they have or not, and I couldn't tell you.
This is a stupid thing to say, but I'll say it. Take the stripes off altogether, and the whole shirt's just black, and you've got everything in yellow. Like, sorry, I mean the stripes on the sleeve, and you've got the badge and the sponsor. What would you think of it then if it was just plain black?
Yeah. Do you mean keep the yellow trims on the sleeves?
Yes, everything's the same except the stripes. Just everything else is.
I would probably love it.
It would be lush, wouldn't it? I think it would be gorgeous. Like,
I'd love a black away kit as well.
Yeah, that would be nice. Like,
because we mentioned black on gold, obviously black on
yellow
isn't too similar, is it? So
yeah, it would be lush, I think. Like, but yeah, I like it like that as well. But what's the comments?
I think we're gonna have to go to the comments. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go to the comments because I think we're pretty split on this one. So
it's very split in the comments as well. People
just
it's like Marmite.
Yeah, just answer Ross Beek's comment there, asking whether we definitely having Castor again. Yeah, it's nailed on. It's going to be Castor for another season at least.
Speaking of Marmite, Scott, it actually looks like the colours of Marmite. Never mind opinion on it. It's the same colour.
Is it?
Marmite's yellow and black, isn't it?
I've never had yellow Marmite before. Are you talking about the
logo?
No, man,
the logo.
Sorry,
no. It's really yellow paste on your toast and that.
Chris thinks mustard's Marmite. Is that what you're thinking?
No, the logos are like colour.
It's getting a lot of second top.
Yeah,
lovely meh.
I think we'll have to go with the viewers. I think we're gonna have to put in lovely that.
Yeah, lovely that, like lovely.
Yes, get in there.
Right, last one. Where is it?
That's lush, I think. Like,
this to me is a keeper top.
Keeper top.
In fact, it's this season's keeper top. I'm sure.
Again, have Liverpool not had that kit as a third kit recently as well?
They might have actually. They might have. I wouldn't buy that in a billion years. I actually don't. If someone bought us for a present, I'd just wrap it back up and give it to someone else. I'll take it back. So, no way. No, just awful. Just no way.
I don't like the collar either. I don't like the black collar. If they have that green, and obviously you've got the black or the charcoal or whatever it is, sponsors and logos. Maybe
blue in it.
Is it blue?
I'd be devastated.
Maybe I think.
To me. Yeah,
I'd be devastated if that was it. You know,
too plain, isn't it?
It's just awful.
But it's definitely a keeper top for me.
Keeper top, yeah. You wouldn't mind it as a keeper top.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. It'll be all right as a keeper top, but it's not. It's not a Newcastle home or not a Newcastle away shirt. That definitely not a home.
Binsy for me.
Ooh,
for
I
you,
wouldn't go bin. I'll go meh.
Yeah, meh.
Because I'm thinking of keep our shirt.
Okay, well, if you do it like that, bin.
Top bins. I think for me it's meh, but it's borderline bin for me.
Yeah.
I think
don't know
comments
about
going in.
luminous
majority
tops
on
are a
meh.
bit. They're a bit. I don't know. Like I don't mind orange, but this color green, you look at you going, you look at a glow stick. If the shorts are the same color as well, you can end up looking like a glow stick.
I think you might want to turn the brightness down on your monitor.
It's awful.
I think it's this ring light's burning my eyes.
It's pretty mixed, but I think majority of them are meh on this
Yeah.
one, Scott. So
Okay.
pop that on meh.
Pop that in meh, and
that was the last one. Is that correct?
Oh, was it?
Yes.
It was.
So let me just get this advert off the screen. Although they're all over this website. So
before we'll call it night on this one, let's pick our favorite out of all of them, and it can be home or away. I don't want two. It's got to be either home or away.
We're gonna have to rank them top three, aren't we?
Yeah. Start with you, Scott.
I think for me, I'll bring it up on screen. It has to be that one. That's my favorite by far.
Okay.
Which ironically, when you were talking about this one, and you said if it was all black and with the yellow, it's kind of this, but it's more of a gold.
You're right.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. What's your thoughts, Mark? Favorite one?
Flash up the other two again. The blue and orange and the white and green.
Oh, that's lovely. That.
And there's that one.
God, this is hard, isn't it?
It's like picking which one of your kids is your favorite.
Oh, I can answer that.
I mean, you could also pick one of the lovely that's because you may not have agreed with us on the table.
Yeah, well, I do like. I think even looking at that lovely that, like, there's. To be fair, at least 3 or 4 of them, I'd be happily having them in the top tier as well. But I think I'm going to go the white and green one.
Okay.
Let me bring it up. That one.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's beautiful, isn't it? That is lovely.
Very,
very
nice.
You?
My biggest worry is the home kits because that is, like there's not many that we've liked there, which worries us. Will you do us a favour though on the lovely that we have chosen Newcastle home kit? Could you just click on that one for us for 1 second?
Yeah,
that's definitely the best of them. Like,
I do like that.
It's just the yellow. If that yellow was black, 100% that would be in Take My Money.
Yeah. But without question, the best one is the middle one, the one that's a sort of a throwback. It's in the middle.
Blue and yellow.
I love
that is just unbelievable.
The three you have picked the 3 different shirts.
Yeah, 3 different shirts
on there, so I get to decide and vote on this one, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's tough as well, but I'm going for the black and gold one. Decker, we were talking about this the other day, Decker, weren't we? Before we started recording the Monday show, just how nice black and gold shirts are.
Yep.
And that's honestly, it's absolutely lovely, that.
Beautiful.
But then again, the one which you mentioned, Mark, as well, I love the fact that, and you, Decker, that those 2 are flashbacks to old kits.
Yeah. I'm getting massive vibes on that white one, the one Mark's picked. Man United had one with AIG in the middle. I'm getting real vibes of that. I know I really am. There's one that had, I'm just getting vibes of that one. But it's still a beautiful kit, and of course, it's a great throwback for us, as fans from one of our favourite kits. It's beautiful.
The only thing that puts me off this one is the trim on the sleeves. It doesn't match anything else on the top. The cuff. If that was green with white, then yeah.
You know what it is? I think the one on the left has got the green, but the one on the right doesn't.
Oh, okay.
That's the only weird.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the only weird. And I think it's probably just the way when he's put it together, it just hasn't matched it. But
can you go back?
That's absolutely unreal. Like,
can you go back on the one I chose just for a second?
The blue one.
God, isn't that it just feels so warm, doesn't it? And cozy and lovely and.
It's a lush shirt.
Do you know what? The original top is very, very warm as well. It's a very thick top.
Thick.
It's a very
made
thick
like
top.
a fleece that.
Yeah,
That's just such a beautiful
It's
shirt.
a lovely shirt. It's a lovely design, and credit to whoever
You're
designed
right.
it. It's a concept kit.
Credit.
Concept kits.
I think they did 3 of them, didn't they? They did 3 different styles of the same.
Yes, you're
top.
right. Because they did the one that Chris has got under a jump. Sorry, a pillow or cushion. Sorry, they did exactly that, didn't they? With the lines in the same position as the original and stuff. But I actually love that take, that fancy pattern. I think it's lush.
It's different. It is. It's different.
Really nice.
But
literally all 3 of them in that top tier.
Oh, you're right, mate.
Stunning.
You're right.
The black and gold one
back on, Scott.
on the picture on the screen probably doesn't do it justice. Like, have a look on Twitter, the actual screenshots. Look at the detail that's in that kit across the chest and that, because you're probably not getting it as much on the screens now as you're watching it. But there's a real kind of like almost that panel of a classic football, like the Champions League badge and stuff like that. It's
so really, I think what we're basically saying is, this season we'll not have a black and white shirt, and we'll just have them 3 shirts.
3 shirts, 3 away shirts.
This top has actually been made, and not by someone in Turkey. They got a friend to make the top, and that's what it looks like.
Oh wow!
And it's completely different. It's amazing what lighting can do to a top.
It doesn't look as good there, does it? Right, get it out, top. Get it out. Get it out. Get it in.
I find it mad that someone's had it made though. Like, I think that's pretty mad. Like, but I don't like the 1982 idea. I think.
Yeah, lighting doesn't help it there, does it?
No.
Yeah, that's what Adam mentioned before. It looks like you bought it off Wish. That's if you buy that other shirt off Wish. That's your DHgate that like arriving in the post.
As someone put it.
You're right. Freddie's right. Do you know what my worry is with the sort of the circular pattern thing? They look a bit like sweat marks, like as if you've been sweating in certain areas.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Do you know what it is?
Back on this one.
Obviously, we're judging everything by the concept kits, not somebody's gone and get it made. And the top 3 that we've gone with are lovely kits, and I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah, beautiful.
What we'll do, we'll tweet these 3 out on the Gallowgateshots Twitter account. And if we know who's made them, we'll link to them. Obviously, if we don't, apologies. And if you do know, let us know. And we'll maybe run a poll so that you can decide out of those 3 as well which one of you likes these ones.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. All 3 of them. Anything that you boys want to add?
So this training top I've got on at the minute. I want to do something with it, but I wonder if it's a bit daft. But I'm always daft, so I don't really care. I want to get a Champions League badge on the side here.
No.
Can you do that or not?
You can't have anything on this season with Champions League badges on. Next season, do what you want, but this season, no.
You look like an absolute virgin walking about with that on. Like,
the training gear would never have the badge on, though, would it? That's me only thought. I don't care it's the seasons, but training gear wouldn't have a Champions League badge on. It would actually have like the Champions League logo, wouldn't it? Like the actual
champions.
It wouldn't have that on. It wouldn't have that on. It would actually have like Champions League written with the stars above it. Do you know what I mean? That's what all the new training gear is going to have. The Champions League logo on it somewhere, but it wouldn't have what the shirt's got on the sleeve. It just wouldn't, would it? That's what I think anyway.
I don't know if we'll soon find out. Will have anything Champions League. I mean, they don't have Premier League on them this season.
No, honestly, 100%, mate. They will. When I went to Spurs Stadium, I went to the 2 hour Spurs Stadium. They had a Champions League section in like every polo shirt, jacket, coat, all had the Champions League logo on. It was just amazing. Just more money.
Maybe they'll release a Champions League edition of like the pre-warm-up shirt.
That's what I mean. That's exactly it. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right, amazing. I'm just going to have everything with Champions League on, like no matter what it is. Denim jacket, Champions League badge on it, everything.
that clock behind Deck, I'll be a Champions League badge by next year. Just a huge badge on his wall. We'll get the light behind Mark. We'll just get that Champions League neon light. The lot.
Yes.
That's the one from Stu.
The whole 9 yards.
Deck Aaron's Champions League badge boxes.
That'll be one for a Monday night in the studio. Get a load of this. The champions.
Right, let's call it a night, boys. It's been a pleasure, as always. Lasted a hell of a lot longer than what one thought was going to, but...
Callum's right, by the way, on that one. What you've just put on there.
Yeah, there will be a 4th kit. Champions League kit.
Oh, God.
I think
so. I think 5 kits this season, man.
Yeah,
I think personally, the home kit is going to have a black box in the back of it, and I think there'll be a separate version. I think the league version won't have the box in, and the Europe version will.
You know, it would be amazing if they had a proper, like, it came in a box, cardboard box, logo on the front. Like, open it up like a proper limited edition style.
And it's sang the Champions
And when
League
you opened it, it went,
song when
"The
you opened it.
champions!"
Yeah, imagine that all the time. Like them birthday cards you get all the time.
That's what we should bring back, them birthday cards with Champions League ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
That's outstanding. Boys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thanks everybody who has been watching throughout this one. There's been over 100 of you right the way through it. If you like,
if the rumors are true, we've only got to wait 9 days to find out what the kit looks like.
9th of June, the rumors are that it's getting released. Like we say, it is a rumor, so might not be.
You'd imagine
correct.
it get announced before it's released.
There'll be leaks.
So maybe
Yeah,
it's only a few days.
So if you like this sort of thing, like the video, it means a lot to us. Become a member. It's $2.99 a month. You get early access to videos. There is a video that was recorded on Monday, which went out to people yesterday, which is about Joe Linton's call up to the national team.
Spoiler alert.
And you get access to the Telegram group as well. It's always buzzing in the Telegram group. And if you can't do that, just become a subscriber. It means a lot to us. We did hit 10,000 not long ago. And in the summer, we'll be doing this all over again, but goalkeeper kits. Thanks very much, everybody. Cheers, boys. See you later.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Bye, everyone.
All the best. The champions.
Wash your hands.